Hi guys, let's see if this works this time. My fingers are really crossed. I know that there's an issue with the light and the crafty cam. I'll focus on that in a minute. I just want to get all you guys going and happy. So I hope you're all still there. I know there's some of you in chat. I'm not getting any data as to whether anyone's watching at the moment. Oh, it's so frustrating when things just don't work, isn't it? It just happens sometimes. No, Andrea, don't be sad. Hopefully I'm back. Oh, thank you, Kim, I'm back. All right, now that that's happened, I'm going to see if I can fix the crafty cam. I'm so sorry about the technical issues here. A big part of it is just the Australian internet, and there's nothing I can do about that. I have the best internet that I can afford in this location. I actually think I have the best internet that you can get in this location, so I don't think there's even anything I can't afford available, which is a little frustrating. So yeah, all right, let's get this crafty cam fixed up. So get that exposure up a little. Let's pop something white under there so I can get some white balance. It's a bit glary, but that'll do. Save. Okay. Andrea, you need to refresh. So, good morning, Joss. Try refreshing your stream. Because I am running. I am up. Cottage Keeper. Cottage Keeper, I need your address. I haven't been able to post out your prize. I remember you sending it to me, and I've lost it, and I need it again. Today's prizes, lovely ladies who have persisted through the nightmare of whatever a reboot fixed. I have no idea what was wrong. Everything was good, then it was not good. Okay, so today's prizes will be a packet of blinglets in the size medium in the pretty pinks. I'm going to sneeze, guys. Nope. Sorry. Good morning, Linda. Then also we've got a skein of the Barton. This is the original die batch. I've got a 2017 colorway for Barton. Kim, you will get blocked again if you keep writing things. You know how YouTube doesn't like that. So I don't know what happened, and I don't know how much of, if anything, any of you saw before. We will run until about 1/4 just to make up for the fact that we didn't start until about 1/4. Can you see the wall of colour behind me? That's about half of yesterday's dyeing. I have been dyeing up a storm to get everything ready for Bendigo. I've been so Bendigo centric, it's not funny, to the point where my family are living on takeaway and quickie dinners because I am not stopping for food, which is probably not the best thing. I mean, I do stop for food. I do. I stop for food. I stop long enough to cook something, eat it, get in the shower, have a shower, refreshes me, and then I work for another couple of hours. Margaret's internet is over quota, so she got shaped, so she can't watch the stream. Oh my gosh, Margaret, what happened? Anka had to wrestle her earphones off her 9-year-old. No, Anka, I was late. We've only just started. We've literally just said what the prizes were, so don't even worry. Andrea, you made it. Fantastic. Oh, and I know Tammy is sitting in an airport somewhere, so hopefully she is going to catch parts of it as well. There is nothing wrong with takeaway, no. And I do try to be really good when we're doing takeaway one night and a cooked meal the next night, but I'm trying not to use up all the frozen meals because when I'm not here, then they've got at least something other than takeaway on occasion. I have been working on my beanie, so this is my beanie. It's coming along my Molly beanie. I sat down the other night. I was oh, hang on, let me just move this. There we go. Cables are not my strength, honestly. I'm so fussy with them, and I get worried about the floats at the back being too long and they get loose. So yeah, I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of cables. That's why I picked something with only just a little bit of a cable in it. But I'm really loving the texture of this stitch and how easy it is. I wish I could get to you so we could all chat together. Poor Margaret. I'm guessing school holidays, kids and YouTube happened to Margaret's quota. That's probably actually a really good point. Yeah, the beanie is growing Man, I miss having good takeaway close to home. Oh, look, seriously, the takeaway in this area has really stepped it up a notch. Like, I've got a burrito bar up the road so I can grab burritos, which are really nice. We've got sushi, so we pop out and have sushi train. We've got so much good takeaway. My Miss Minnie, hi, you haven't been in for a while. I'm working on my beanie for Bendy too. My only concern with my beanie is it's feeling a little snug. I'm going to have to give it a bit of a blocky McBlock pants to make it a bit baggy. I don't think it's going to take that much effort, to be honest, but it's just that little bit too snug. Oh, well, you're losing your Indian place. Oh, no. I've got a really good Indian place, which I love, but Abby doesn't eat Indian food, so Tim and I get Indian every now and again. Oh, no, yuck. Macca's, Pizza Hut, and a fish and chip shop. Well, if your fish and chip shop's good. Blocking. Yeah, I don't normally block hats, but every now and again, if I need it to just stretch just a smidge, I've got a head form that's just slightly bigger than my head. So, well, yeah, but it's enough to do the job. I blocked my beanie, not because it's not snug enough. No, mine's too snug is the problem. Okay, so I don't know if you heard or if you know, but today's prizes will be pink blinglets, Kim, don't go crazy, and purple, or the 2015 Barton colorway. So I dyed up some of the Barton and realized that I'd been giving a lot of my other colorways had been getting a 2017 revamp, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give Barton a revamp too. So this is it's fresh dyed, but it is the 2015 recipe. So, but it's very nice and I very much like it. And it's in sunflower. So winners, you can keep your pink. Oh, tell me how you really feel, Allegra. So this morning has been chaotic. Like because I work until like 11:30 or so at night, so I'm sleeping in the mornings because like Abby's on holidays. I'm not making any early morning appointments. Good morning, Natasha W. And so I was cementing blinglets up until about 11:30 last night, and then I went to bed. And then this morning I got up at about would have been about 8, and I was sort of pottering around slowly, making a coffee and all that sort of stuff. And then I was like getting ticked off with like this. This is the phone Samsung have lent me. It's a J1. The only thing a J1 is good for is shooting into the sun. I'm not kidding. Like I press like open Facebook or something, and I'm not kidding. Excuse me. I'm not kidding. The screen goes to sleep because it takes so long to open something. And so if I'm like trying to open an email quickly or something like that, it's just... Sorry, I've got a tickle. Yeah, there's about 15 different colours of blinglets, Kim, that you could get your hands on. And if you've already got... If whoever is the winner already has pink, let me know and I'll see if I've got another colour for them. Cheeky. The J1. The J1, like, I'm assuming it could make and receive calls if I could hear it. It's so quiet. I've got it set to maximum volume and I can't hear it. Like, it's not loud enough. Like, it could be in my pocket and the only way I'll know it's ringing is if it's vibrating. Oh, Andrea, my knee's fine. I hate to say it, but it's par for the course. It happens all the time and it's used to it happening, and it just goes out, comes back in, gets a bit ouchy for a day or so, and is all good. At least you can call someone on your way to Bendigo if you need. Well, I'm not sure if it would work, if I'm being honest. So this phone is very frustrating, but in saying that, my frustration led me to ring the Samsung help desk. Ugh, I hate ringing help desks. And it's so frustrating. Like, but the lady I spoke to, her name was Rachel, and she was so lovely and so helpful. Basically, I can head down to Carindale this afternoon to pick my phone up. Yay! And, like, I should have been rung already to tell me it's there. Oh, Natasha, I don't know what you wrote, but it's gone now. Let me think. Natasha says, I finally started projects needing stitch markers. I'm discovering the merits of different styles depending on the project. Absolutely. I don't mind a dangly stitch marker for some things, like, but in saying that, I don't like really dangly ones. Like, I just like a ring with something pretty on it. That's fine as long as you're not knitting lace. Like, I think it's like, these are great for like sock yarn, like for plain socks, as long as they're not lace socks. They're good on like an 8-ply like beanie here as well. Actually, I think I am. Look, I'm using one here as the beginning of the row. I got no issues. I like danglies, but I need a lot of lace, and danglies are terrible in lace. They can pull on your yarn. I love my blinglets for lace, honestly. I'll just pull them into shot. Hello, blinglet. There's an orange blinglet there, or citrus, I think I've called it, citrus. And yeah, I love blinglets for lace because they show you where you got to be. They don't tend to move too much, as far as I've noticed. I mean, I don't know if any of you've had any of the feeling. Yeah, as long as that's right. The dangly thing can't get stuck in the stitches, and that's the problem, especially with lace, with yarn overs and things. It's very easy for a dangly thing to get stuck, hence blinglets. So last night I glued, what did I glue? So 5 times 40, or 5 times 45. What's 5 times 45? Anyway, it's a lot of glue. Gets a bit whiffy. I can't do much more than that. So it's about 200 odd blinglets that I glued last night. That's right, 250, 240 something. Yeah, close enough. Oh, my back's a little sore today. Awesome for my sock knitting, except when you drop one, they're hard to find. Yes, they are, and they tend to bounce. So it's like you look where you dropped it, but that's not where it's going to be. It's going to be like to the like 4 ends of the earth somewhere. You'll just need to buy more. Actually, they've got like a homing beacon, and if you drop one, they think you don't love them anymore, and they all come back to me, so that you have to rebuy them. Allegra says 225. Thanks, Allegra. It was a lot, and it was very stinky. I had the fans going. I'm thinking I'm going to purchase one of those proper. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the proper breathing mask. It's not the dust mask. It's got like the big round things on the side. It's got a name, guys. What's the name of the super duper you're breathing toxic crap breathing masks? Because I realize I don't just need one for dyeing, because I use my dust masks when I'm dyeing. You need a fume covered. Yeah. I need a lot of things. Homing blinglets. And I'm not reprogramming my homing blinglets. They all come to me. It's a breathing apparatus. No, it's got a particular name for the kind of dust mask that it is. The colorway I'm using on the beanie is just a semi-solid teal. It's not like the photos I've gotten of it are not good. I'll see if I can. It's this one. Is that? No, see, this color is just not at all photogenic. It seems very bright in the camera, but it's just not. It's beautiful. And oh, it's so squishy too. I can't wait. Seriously, guys, you need to make one of these Molly beanies. It comes up so fast. I could probably be knitting while I'm talking to you. Where's my pattern? Let's find out where I'm up to. Because look, see, I like draw all over my patterns to work out where I'm up to. I'm like hardcore old school. I like a pen and paper. I know there's apps, and like if I'm doing like something really, I'm not gluing them in my kitchen, because that would involve standing up while I'm doing it, and I'm lazy. I have a ceiling fan that just pushes the stink everywhere else except for on me. No, I want one of them masks. It's like, I'm gonna see if I can find a photo. Gas masks. No, that includes the eyes. Dust masks. I can't spell, obviously. I can't. Respirator. No, not a respirator. I don't know. I can't be bothered. I can't find it now. I saw on another dyer has got one on Facebook, and I saw it and just went, oh my god, I need that so much. I really need it. A bar stool. No, I'm too no, I'm happy on my dining table. I just need more breathy space. All right, guys. So I'm just double checking where I'm up to with my pattern. I'm up to that part of that pattern and that part of that pattern. Oh, seriously, before I cover this up, I got my, yes, that's it, the spray, not the booth, but what the spray painters wear. I bought this, right? It's not going to focus. Will it focus if I take my face out of it? There it is. Cardamom Chocolate and Rose Lip Balm from beardandlady.com. Oh my god, it's so good. I have to keep using it. I love it a lot. Like, I love their lip balms because I use their peculiarly peppermint peanut butter lip balm and also that stuff for my hair. But I love this stuff. It smells good and it's not ridiculous. Anyway, I love it. Anyway, I thought I'd show it to you, but because it's right there, and I went to the Are You My Mummy gas mask. No, because that one covers the eyes as well. This one's just a mask that covers the breathing areas, and it's got the two big round things. Anyway, I'll pop my pattern back up there. That's because I only moved it because, like, I wanted to show you my yummy lip balm. Alright, let's move this prize here. So, should we give away the blinglets or the yarn first? I don't know. Yummy. Oh dear. I don't know. I don't know which one to give away first. Let's do the blinglet. Oh, you guys decide. So, first things first. I would like to see 16 likes up on the page. So if you click on and go and have a look and pop 16 likes in to my, or 17 people click like on the YouTube video. Funnily enough, I can't see that happen as easily on here as I can on my phone. So I'm going to have to take your words for it. So, okay, so I'm going to give away the blinglets first, but go and click like and then let me know in the chat that you've liked it. So, and then I will choose someone who has liked it for the pink medium blinglets. Unless it's... I don't have much in the way of large at the moment. I can only see 15 watching. I can see 17, Kim. Ooh, that's creepy, isn't it? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting. I like it a lot. Halfway there, go crew. Liked. We're nearly there. Come on, we can do it. I can't see how many likes there are. I'm just going to have to trust you guys. Alright. Yeah, I can see 16 now. 16 now. Someone ran away. Someone left. It's jumped to 16. 10 likes so far. Thanks, Joss. Getting there. Come on, guys. I can't like it more than once. I know. And if you like it again, it takes away a like. 11. It was 14 when Shanti wanted 16, which was a bit... Oh, okay, I understand. Oh, no, it's back to 17, you guys. It's back to 17. Okay, so I'm just going to knit a couple of stitches here while I'm going to work out where I'm up to. So that's a pearl. So we'll just... Hang on, I've just got to move the camera angle. Move it down. If I bring it over, is that going to fall off the table? Nope. Oh, just barred my own coffee. Alrighty. You know what? Those of you that are gonna like have liked. So let's... Oh, where do I like? I don't have the proper screens up. So just under the video, under the box with me in it, there should be like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Click the thumbs up. Don't click the thumbs down. Actually, it doesn't matter to me which one you click, really. Grace is trying to like, so trying to subscribe so she can like to. Come on, Grace. You and Abby can be my young viewers. Yay, Grace. Alrighty, so the winner of the pink blinglets is going to Jan Munro. So, Jan, you won medium-sized pink blinglets. These ones right here. So, private message me either on Facebook or wherever your address so I can post them to you. Unless you're going to Bendigo, and then you can pick them up. You can pick them up from Bendigo otherwise. Oh, congratulations, Grace, for subscribing. Good job, sweetheart. Where am I up to here? I don't know where I'm up to. Oh, I'm just like knocking everything over here. I don't know if I said Jan's name right. It might be Yarn because it's J-A-N-N-E or Janie. I'm terrible. Hi, that's hi Ruby _1445689. You're not going to Bendigo? That's fine. Just message me your address privately. And then, oh, Ruby is Grace. Hi, not Ruby. Yeah, so private message me your address and I'll get those to you. I'll post them. I'm going to sneeze again, guys. I don't know what it is. It's probably because of all the glue that's still floating around my house. Where am I up to? So it's just, I got some knitting. Just some knitting. Oh, I said it right. Okay, no problems. That's good. Thank you. I hate saying people's names wrong. It's a thing. It's a thing that bothers me. I mean, you know, reading a name is different than having it said to you. But still, I try. So we'll give away the purple a little bit later. Hang on, I just got to think where I'm up to. All right, this is a knit pearl row. This is like a moss stitch kind of deal, but it's like an extended moss stitch. I really like it. I like the texture that it creates. Oh, it's Anne with a J. There you go. That's an easy way to remember it. Okay, so I could just get sucked into my knitting now and not say anything, which would be kind of boring, really. So what do you guys think of the colour of the lace weights behind me? Some of these are new blends that have not seen the light of day. I've got a beautiful Tencel, it's a wool Tencel 50/50 blend in an 800 metre lace. And I've got a wool silk blend 80/20 that is 600 meters. What else have I got here? So it's the Tencel. There was something else. Oh no, that's it for those two. Those two that came out. Yeah, that's right. That's it. So I'm trialing out because my pinwheel. I've still got a little bit of pinwheel left. I don't have a lot. But what I've got is all that I can get. I can't order it again. And so, like, depending on how fast it sells, obviously, I've probably got another couple of months worth of pinwheel. Is there a brown type of colour back there? Oh, it's not, actually. It's a, it's definitely showing up brown. But it's the Sif colour. Oops, I'll just throw that one on the ground. It's more like burgundies and it's a bit more purplier than the camera's showing. That's still a bit there. But I did a really nice silk the other day. How about a Tencel silk blend? I'd like that a lot, I think. I've just got to pick this one up off the ground. This is one of the... Is that... I'll have to double check. This is the 600 metre wool silk blend. These are all in their messy skeins. They get reskeined before I sell them. Oh, and I've got Socinis here as well, which is the beautiful alpaca silk that I found out I can't work with. But I can dye it no problems, and I can skein it no problems. But if I try to knit with it, Grace thinks it's awesome how you dye everything. Oh, thank you. The coral you touched is lovely. This one here. This is a, oops. It's actually a new colour I was working with yesterday. So I really like this one too. It's a semi-solid, so there's splotches of lighter and darker, and I like semi-solids personally, so therefore I do lots of semi-solids because I figure if you want solid, go to Spotlight. Burgundy colour is gorgeous. Thank you. So I skeined up a whole pile, but I've got in my pure silk tadpole, I did up like it's like a real proper coffee colour. It's not like a coffee chocolate brown. It's like a real, if coffee fell on your yarn, it would go this colour. It's too far away for me to go and get it. Otherwise I'd go and grab it, but it's already packed into a bag. But that one's really nice, and I'll have to make more of that because I really enjoyed it. It would go with your new jacket. It would totally go with my new jacket, although I think it might be a bit much. I might be a bit too pink. That's why I've gone with the blue for the beanie. And I've got my grey silk cowl that I've made out of the Milky Way that I wore at the craft show. I'm going to wear that because I'm not a huge pink fan, and I don't know why I ordered the coral. I could have gotten a silver, but I'm glad I got the coral. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to being able to wear that jacket too. It's like, yeah. Oh, I'm glad to hear that these are all your favourite colours, Anka. We've got very similar colour tastes, don't we? I try very hard to make sure I make colours for everybody, but it seems I do fail. Oh, good morning, Tammy. At the international airport, you forgot your headphones, so everyone's listening. Oh, hi, everyone at the Brisbane Entertainment Airport. Everyone at the Brisbane International Airport. So, Tammy... Look what look what's the giveaway for today. Oh, Tammy doesn't like purple, which is why I was showing her. Hey, Ruby's getting in on the chat, which I think is just awesome. And because Ruby's chatting, and I don't give away anything that's not illegal for under 18-year-olds, Ruby is absolutely eligible to win prizes as well. Just to say that out loud. Where am I? I'm knitting, and I've got it there. Actually, yeah, Tammy, it's actually, you've got the 2017 Barton, I think. Ruby seems impressed with the chances of winning prize. How can you? No, she really does like purple. I was just being facetious because she likes purple art lot. So, yeah, so I've been getting all this stuff ready for Bendigo, neglecting my family, working really hard. Yeah, she can win and give them to Mum. I like that. That's a good plan. And I just feel like I've been in this sort of like void is probably the best word. Of just working. But in saying that, because I'm coming... Mum would kill me if I won just for the yarn. She wouldn't kill you for the yarn. She might tie you down while she steals it and then runs away, but I'm sure she wouldn't kill you. So I try very hard like to make sure that I am making colours I think everyone will like, or at least I'll pinch it while you're sleeping. Hey, I've done that. I've snuck in. Yeah, it's a big Groundhog Day-ish, although I do try to have like a day of dyeing, a day of something else, a day of something else. I mean, there's always jobs you can do at the same time. Like while I've been dyeing, I've been reskeining, because these all get reskeined after they've been dyed. Reskeining as I go, so that there's not like a huge pile later waiting, because I leave at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and I head out to Dubbo that first day. And so everything's basically, the car has to finish being packed after a school run Monday afternoon. So I'll pack the majority of the stuff through the day, and then while Abby, then I'll go and get Abby from school, and then once she's home, I will pack the stuff that I would put into the front seat, because in the front seat area I tend to pack my luggage, like my clothes, travel snacks, all that sort of stuff, because I like to have something to nibble on while I'm driving. It just, I don't know why, I just do. Which reminds me, I need to add butterscotches to my shopping list, because I like butterscotch while I'm driving. The sugar keeps me awake, like la 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 la. So if you see a car driving, like, you know it's me, up, all hopped up on, no, Abby doesn't come. Like, Abby stays at home, because she's back to school. So she goes back to school Monday, I head off on Tuesday. There's no room for passengers. My husband has always been like, oh, maybe we could come one year. It's like, no, not unless you bring a second car. How does it all fit? You need a trailer. I have an X-Trail, and I pack very cautiously. And like nothing can move, like it is squished in, and I make sure the back doors stay locked. Snacking packs are important for big drives. Yes, they are. We could all road trip together. We could, but I tend to not stop all that often. Like I pause for little breaks, but I'm driving. Like, the thing I've noticed with people who road trip, they want to like stop at places and do stuff. And I don't. I just sort of get to my destination. So I drive from here to Dubbo, then Dubbo to Bendigo. And that's it. But I reckon 1 year we could totally have a road trip. Like with fibre, like as long as everyone's happy just to like go down the highway, then I am fully up for a fiberific road trip. You guys, because I've already got accommodation down there, but I can't share it. Excuse me, sorry. All the dogs in the street have literally just started singing. I've discovered some yarn from a 26 buying spree, so I'm going to use that while Bendy is happening. Oh, that's awesome, Anka. Last year I made my mum and little 3-year-old brother come with me to Bendigo. This year I'm going alone. That's clever. Brisbane to Dubbo is a long day on the road, but we do the same thing. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I've seriously got the sneezes today. Yeah, the Brisbane to Dubbo leg is definitely the longest. And I dare not... A bus trip, 5 roofings. I have my license. I could drive the bus. Oh my gosh, that sounds brilliant. You guys totally need to do it. Thanks, Andrea. This sounds like so much fun. I want to do a bus trip to Bendigo. Because there's so much cool stuff. Like, what I would recommend, though, is if you have, like, a 15-seater bus, only put 7 people on it, because you're going to need room for all your stuff. Even if you've got a trailer, you guys are going to bring stuff home, trust me. The Fiberifians retreat, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so much fun? Maybe we can do something like that in a couple of years. That would be fun. Oh, I finished my row. All that talking... Oh no. Oh, this is a cable row. I don't want you guys to see how I do cables. There's a reason there's no cable videos. Oh, this is... Should I do it? I should totally do it, shouldn't I? Oh man. Where's my cable? I'm just stretching for my cable needle. Oh, I don't want to do this where you guys can see me. It's sad. Go, cable. Snowy, calm the farm. This is me. This is like, you're lucky my tongue's not out. 2, 3. Oh, if you guys have got any tips for doing cables, then you can tell me, because I will not be embarrassed, because I'm absolutely like dodgy at cables. This is because I like all my stitches neat, and I just can never seem to get a neat cables like row, and it really... It's these end stitches, and there's got to be a trick, and I don't know what the trick... G'day, Snowy. Hope she didn't set... I don't know what a cable is, but do it. Cables are where you twist the yarn across in front of each other to make these. Don't look at mine too closely, people who know what cables are. And so you've got to use a special little needle. Like for a big cable, use a special needle, and you follow the instructions. So 1, 2, 3... 4, and that one goes to the back. And so if it says cable to the back, you got to push it to the back, and if it says to the front, you got to pull it to the front. But that's about as far as I've gotten down the cable hole. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. And also Alison, if you're at home and your dog's losing her mind at my dog again. Alright, I've nearly got to the end of the cable. It's very stressful. Ugh. I'm nearly here, and then I can get back to normal knitting that's not stressful. Oh, I lost my blinglet. Come back, blinglet. Rearrange the stitches and then knit across. Oh, really? How? But oh, I'll have to talk to you about that, because it's the actual, like, when you cross them over and you end up with that like longer loop, and sometimes it is open. Like, I've been really consciously pulling it tight, but yeah, so I'd prefer not to use a cable needle if I could. Like when I'm doing like little 1 or 2 stitch cables, you can't see the cable anyway. Good, glad to hear it. All right, so back to knitting. Okay, your hand was blocking the camera. Oh, what a shame. That's such a shame. I didn't want you guys seeing me do terrible cables anyway. I have many things I'm not very good at, and cabling is one of them. I'm good at teaching basic skills and learning. Like, I love to learn things, and sometimes I'll do a video on something I've just learned how to do because it's fresh in my brain and I've learnt cool tips or tricks, or if I've learnt a new way to do something, I get really excited about that as well. Yeah, look, I don't think it's going to be terrible, like, honestly. You need to slow down so I can see how pearl stitch is done. Well, I got no pearl stitches on this row. I sense you don't mean that. I totally mean it. I don't know what it is you're sensing I don't mean, but I totally mean it. Well, Ruby, I have probably been doing it longer than you. I've probably been doing it longer than you're alive, which we won't go into. I have got pearl stitch coming up, but not just not yet. And don't forget, Andrea, there's pearl stitch continental video out on my channel in another spot. But don't go to it now, you can go to it after. So the continental knitting, I do knit and pearl stitches in that video. I don't think I've written it on there. I probably should. So the oh, that you were sorry we couldn't see. Yes. Oh, why won't you teach her? Although I found it very difficult teaching Abby. And then Abby sort of was like, yeah. And it's like all the effort I went in teaching her, and she knows how to knit, but she won't knit. So it's frustrating when they're like, can you make this thing for me? And I was like, you can make it for yourself. And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to. And you're like, I like the way that you just use your right-handed cat's yarn, not your left, to put it around. Yeah, this is continental knitting, and it really does feel a lot more like crochet. She's stubborn and doesn't listen to me. Sometimes getting someone else to teach your kids is the way to go, honestly. I know it sounds bizarre, but they tend to be more attentive and polite to strangers or other people than they are to their mums, which is sad, but unfortunately true. Hang on a sec. You totally need to try it. When you come back from your beautiful jet-setting holiday off to cold climes, then we will sit down. You can come over because Bendigo will be over, and I will have a much easier... Tell her to watch the videos, totally. And she could just keep playing them over and over and over again, and I wouldn't even mind. My little brother and my cousin are fascinated by my knitting. I'll try and teach them one day. That's probably not a bad idea. I've noticed a lot of boys are very interested in the mechanics of spinning and weaving as well, because it's a lot more, it's more, I don't know what it is about it, but I think they're really interested in the contraptions that's used to make them. And so they are very much interested. I'm really hoping that ant is just on my screen and not running over the camera. But yeah, so I think they like the tools and the contraptions that are used as well. So sometimes if you get them hooked onto that side of it first, it makes it easier to hook them into the knitting. Someone's posted a message on Insta and I don't know what, I missed it. It popped up on my screen. So Cola Girl, hi. I don't want to teach her because she'll pinch all my stuff. Do you know what? It turns out Abby and I have very different tastes in yarn. Abby has a favourite dyer. It's not me. Oh, good. I'm glad no one else saw the ant. There was just a little black ant on my screen. And the unfortunate thing for Abby is that dyer is no longer dyeing, which is terrible because she was amazing. Ruby, I'm sure Mum has some lovely yarn stashed away. Treasure hunt. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's going to start problems in Andrea's house. Let's just, everybody encourage Ruby to go and find herself a skein of yarn that she really likes. No. Oh dear, this is so fun. Alright, I'm going to do a pearl stitch now. There's only 2 in this row. So I put the yarn at the front, come up behind, bring my finger down and pop it out. Did you see that? There'll be another one in 16 stitches. I'll show you again. I just got to knit past this cable. It's a bit tighter. Now guys, I really desperately need a tissue, so I'm going to pop off and grab a tissue. I won't be long, I promise. I know exactly where they are. They're all in Abby's bedroom. She steals every single box of tissues. Seriously. Oops, I dropped a stitch. Hang on. Pop that back on. Knit it. Alright, I'm going to get to the end of here. Alright, I've got another pearl. I know she has yarn stashed away. It covers the whole floor most of the time. You can't turn around anywhere without saying, don't be telling your mum's yarn secrets. Gosh. And you have obviously not been to my house because there's no way you can miss it here. There's a whole heap of orange luxury in her stash for your great aunt's blanket. Oh, Kim. Cat amongst the pigeons. Alright, this is the last pearl stitch for this row. So yarn at the front. Scoop it up from the back. Now there's a way that you can just twist around and do it, but I don't have that skill, so I bring the yarn down with my finger and then put the needle back through and it pulls that, and then go like that and give it a bit of a tug. So, and then alright, now I'm just going to knit. It's not, if it's on the floor it's not stashed. Don't tell her the secrets. Alright, I'm running off for a tissue. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm back. I'm back. Did you miss me? I was quick because there was some on the bench in the kitchen. Like, miracle of miracles, that box didn't disappear. Oh, well, Tammy, we're running late today because I started late because Nightmare Land technology. We're going to be doing the next giveaway in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes for purple. No fighting in my chat, you lot. That's terrible. That's terrible. You guys are all bad. Alright, back to knitting. Knitting with some knitting and the stitches of knitting. Okay, so let me think. Today is Thursday. After I finish the chat today, I will be going to drop Abby off at a friend's house because she's having a lovely afternoon with a girlfriend, which I think will be great. Then I will be zooming down to Carindale again because apparently my phone is ready to pick up. So I'll do that. Then I've got Caffeinated Crafters this evening if anyone can make it. Over at Browns Plains Village. Sorry, Tammy can't make it because she's going to be in another country. I'm so glad my girl is not reading this or she will totally go and have a treasure hunt. If I get it back tomorrow, fingers crossed. What do you get back tomorrow? I missed something, didn't I? Me and Joss, we're going to be having a fun time. And I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we'll be cheeky because that's what we do. Tammy is going to be freezing her butt off somewhere in her new silver coat. That was too quick. I was looking at the yarns at the back. Well, I can just move. Do you want me to move? I can move. Andrew says she wants to go, but she has no car. And I know Kim can't go because she's not allowed to drive. I'm trying to feel sorry for Tammy not being able to go because she's overseas. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. It's like, oh, you can't be... Oops, sorry, wrong way. Wrong shoulder. Stupid camera makes it so I fix the wrong side of things. Oh, poor Tammy has to be in another country visiting a friend. Oh, no, that's terrible. So, Andrew's got no car. Maybe I could pick... I don't know where Andrea lives. Andrea, PM me your suburb. Like, don't put it in the chat because you don't want this lot knowing where you live. It's just dangerous. That's just my blinglet. Not my blinglet. That's my dangly marker banging on the table. Because I'm knitting. Because I'm thinking, and so I knit fast when I'm thinking. Stop making me laugh out loud. Why? Why are people looking at you like because you're weird? They're going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to be on an international flight with a nutter. That's just, they need to know these things. So yeah, so today is doing that. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I'm getting my hair done in the morning. I already know where she lives. Kim Stalks, yeah. I think Abby... Oh, Abby might not... Oh, I have to find out what's going on with Abby. She might not be home in time for me to take her to Caffeinated Crafters. And, oh, I've just remembered. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to someone. All right. Thanks for the offer, but I have kids... Oh, no, that's all right. Best to stay home. There's, like, rules and stuff about leaving kids unattended. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about what I'm doing. So I got lost down a little rabbit hole there. So tomorrow I'm getting my hairs done. So I gotta hide all the grey before I go to Bendigo. And then what else am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I will... And oh, that's right. I've got to stop and visit Kim this afternoon on my way back from Carindale. Kim is a crazy stalker and makes me buy things I don't need all of the time. No, that's not a crazy stalker. That is a good friend encouraging you to buy the things that I'm sure you probably love when you're in the middle of telling yourself you don't need them or you don't deserve them. Kim is the voice of reason saying, of course you need them, of course you deserve them. So you say, thank you, Kim, and then that's the end of it. Oh, see, I laugh and I chuck my stitches, just chuck them off. Alrighty, so I've just finished another round. Now I'm back up to another purl stitch, guys. Purl stitching. Purl. Oh, thank you, Jan. Alright, I'm going to get past this cable and I'm going to give away the purple yarn of awesome. So I'm thinking of a question that you all have to answer if you want a chance to win the Barton 2015 colorway. Need is such a restrictive word. I don't know. I need butterscotch when I drive. Alright, then the last purl to lock in that marker, and then that to lock in the purl. Okay, yarn in the front for purl, that's right. Okay, it is time. Purple yarn of awesome. Sorry, the dogs out down the street are going crazy. So the question to answer to go in for a chance to win this yarn is... Oh, look, it matches my shirt. Maybe I should just keep it. What is your favorite weight of yarn to knit or crochet or work with? Do you like an 8-ply or a worsted weight or a 4-ply or a sock yarn? Or you tell me what you like, and then I will randomly choose a McWinner for the purple yarn. Oh, I better write down that Jan won the stitch markers, because I forgot to do that last week, and luckily someone messaged me to remind me that they'd won a prize. No keeping. Oh man, don't make my dogs bark. Blinglets. Alright. Andrea says, I like fine cotton to make doilies. I've only used an 8-ply and worsted weight from Joss. Currently 4-ply due to discovering sock knitting from Random Crazy Insane. I love soft 8-ply. Well, then you would love the yarn I'm knitting with. It's so nice. For me, it's 4 or 8-ply. Andrea is strange. That does not qualify as a response. Just to put that out there, Kim. Just double check Kim didn't message before that. Lace for pretty, worsted for quick and easy. My go-to is 8-ply, sock yarn 4-ply. I do love a good lace weight and DK though. I am strange. I use 4-ply lately a lot. We had never guessed. Oh, you guys are cheeky. Anything that's purple. I use a 10-ply cotton every now and again, which I really like. I personally like lace weight and 4-ply, and so using an 8-ply in a like, it's like crazy, like it's like, oh my god, the beanie is nearly done, and it's like normally I'm like, oh, I'm knitting lace and it takes 40 million years to do anything. Natasha says, that's a hard question. I've mostly made socks of 4-ply, but the last few projects have been 10-ply, so you'd be in the same boat as me. I've used 12-ply once and it was fun. I've seen a 20-ply yarn and I think, okay, it looks cool, but what on earth would I make with it? Soft and squishy, warm for winter. Yes, it is crazy like that. Okay, so I think that everyone who is going to reply has replied. I'll give it another minute or so, and then I will choose a winner chicken dinner. Difficult question. I have no preference. The project will lead me to the right yarn. See, that's where I'm at as well. Like, I'm like a needs knitter. If I want to make a thing, I'll get the yarn. Lace is delicate and the drape is gorgeous. Grace hasn't used anything, so she wouldn't know. Best to give it to me. No fighting in the chat, you lot. Tammy, I've noticed that your spanner has disappeared. Did you lose your spanner somehow? Let's see if we can give you your spanner back. Add moderator. Did that give you your spanner? Tammy Brand is now a moderator for your channel. Let's see. Tammy, can you comment again and just double check that you got your spanner back? Because your spanner disappeared and I liked your spanner. No, I want to see. Oh, okay. My stash would mostly be 4-ply. I couldn't even tell you what the majority of my stash is. Oh, no, there it is. You lost it in customs. Yeah, they take everything. Although I think I noticed last week it was gone. And I was like frazzled as usual. So I did not mention it because I was McFrazzled. Oh, guys, I keep looking at the clock thinking, oh my god, it's 11 o'clock. I have to end the stream. But we're going till 1:15 today. So I better pick a winner, hey. Winner chicken dinner is going to be... It's going to be... Just double checking. It's going to be Natasha W. Natasha W, you win the purple bits. You'll need to send me your address again because, you know, I lose them. Actually, what it is I delete them after I post the thing because I don't like to keep it on my system. On my website, it's got SSL, but my desktop doesn't. Oh, I better scroll down now that I've picked the winner. I think every chat should run over time. Oh, look, you know what? Like, I've been thinking about the 1 hour that we have, right? And I like the 1 hour. And I do get miffed that it does seem to just disappear so fast. When I get home from Bendigo, I'm going to run some polls and have some discussions about chat lengths and also about like a nighttime or a weekend one every now and again, because there's a lot of people who can't be here because they're at work. I know Joss and Tammy and also a couple of you do listen while you're at work. Let's do 90 minutes. Look, I think 90 minutes would be great. And so Kim, you will get, like, YouTube will be like, stop that. We should test it today. No, I can't test it today. I know, poor Kim is stuck at home, guys, and she's going insane. But yeah, so we'll do, I'll get some polls out onto Fiberific Fun Zone. So if you're not a member over on the Facebook group, Fiberific Fun Zone, go and join over there. That's where I put all the links to everything, as well as I try and keep them in the chat, as like in the show notes as well, but sometimes I forget. But I do try to put them over into Fiberific Fun Zone because people remind me over there. So I will run some polls after I get home from Bendigo, and we'll get some definitive sort of answers about what people... Oh, hey, Gamer Widows, we're running late today because I had the system crap itself. So we're going to be on for another 10 minutes. So you can hang with us for a while if you like. Just so you know, Ruby is Andrea's daughter, and so she's trolling her mum just for fun. And also Tammy, because she's a long-time friend. And it's a lot of fun to watch the, like, I'm enjoying it probably more than I should be. And Tammy is sitting in an airport without headphones, so everyone can hear. So we're torturing right now. It's so much fun. And we're just having a discussion about future polls that I'm going to run over on Fiberific Fun Zone about whether or not we'll run for 1 hour 90, like 1 hour 30, so 90-minute runs in the future on a Thursday. Also, whether, like, the sort of, we'll choose a day and a time for people who want an after hours, like an after work hours chat, because it's not fair. And I know it's not fair, but at the moment there's not a lot I can do. I think I was telling you about it last week. I had a friend who was like, when are you going to give up, like, stop doing the YouTube in your lead up to Bendigo? I'm like, I'm not doing... just bringing Fiberific to the masses. Oh dear. And so I've got to get back into the swing of making my Tuesday videos, and then start our sock cal, which will be starting up very soon. So I think, what did I say, 25th is cast on day. So make sure everyone's got your kits. I've been making extra kits for Bendigo. Some of the colours are not quite identical to the first round of kits. So those of you that got into the first round. Okay. Sorry, I just read Andrea's message. So then we've got, like, the first round of kits were slightly different, which I think is a cool thing. First in gets the best grey. And Natasha's got a day off, so she can watch without headphones today, which is cool. Actually, do you know what I did? I got these really cool headphones for Christmas, and they're like the Bose Quiet Comfort 25, but plug them in and they're noise cancelling, and they're great for editing and everything like that. And then we got Abby a set of Dr. Dre wireless Beats for her birthday. But Abby and I seem to have done a little swappy, like, not permanent, just temporary. And I really like the Dr. Dre Beats, like, because they're wireless, and I can walk around the house anywhere doing any work and be able to hear whatever show I'm watching in the kitchen, or listen to whatever music I want without bothering anyone else. Kim, I'm not letting you buy a second kit because you're allergic to wool, and I feel bad that you bought the first kit. Does anyone have any great ideas to easily unskein a tangled mess? Oh, what I do, and everyone pop in your suggestions for Cottage Keeper, is I put it on a Swift, and I will literally roll it into a ball by hand rather than by using my ball winder or anything like that, so that I can actually pass the ball in under and over things. It takes forever, especially if it's lace weight, but I've been known to stand there and do that on like 1,000-yard skein so that I don't have to cut it and break it. But yeah, roll it into a neat little ball as you sort of untangle it, and then I put that ball into a bucket and then pop it onto my ball winder and make a proper ball after, like a cake after that. But that's what patience and care is what I would say. There's nothing you can really do to it. And like, I know some yarns get little fuzzy bits and they get stuck together, and so just sort of tease them apart with your fingers. Don't just rip it. I think everyone's got the same sort of advice, time and patience. The Game Widow says, give it to me and I'll fix it for you. There's another thing. There's a group of people out there in the world that love nothing more than to detangle skeins of yarn. So there's actually a group on Ravelry, I think, that like to detangle yarn. But it sounds like we've got our own game of widows to do it for us. Kim says if it's fuzzy, pop it in the freezer. Tammy's boarding. Bye, Tammy. Have a great time. We'll see you in a week or so, 10 days or whatever it is. We'll miss you tonight at Caffeinated Crafters. I will have an extra cup of tea in your honor. So yeah, it's just slow and steady is really how it's got to go. Assuming you have internet on holidays. I think she... Oh, I'm not sure if she will. Yeah, she might. I haven't checked. I'm going to assume she does too. Yeah, we're going to miss you, Tammy. We'll really miss you tonight as well. But I'll think of you every time I pat my big coat. Because Tammy's got a coat like mine, except hers is this beautiful silvery colour. What am I doing? I'm lost. I'm lost because I keep looking at the clock and I like keep thinking I've got to end it, and we've still got 5 minutes. But yeah, so this is, everyone's like, oh, I don't know how you knit and talk at the same time. This is what happens, is I get sucked into my knitting and then it's like, oh, I need to make words and it's not working. Okay, so between now and Monday night, I have to reskein about 50 skeins of yarn. Hopefully none of them end up nightmare skeins like what Cottage Keeper is having to deal with at the moment. My daughter does seem to like to detangle while watching a movie. Yeah, it's because you don't really need your full brain function while you're doing it. You just need time. Yeah, so I've got to reskein about 50 odd skeins of yarn. That's if I don't get any more dyed between now and then make the words. And what else? I've got to glue large blinglets, the rest of the small blinglets, because while I did about 200, I do have about 1,000 to do. I might even hit Bunnings today and have a look and see if I can't find one of them big breathing mask respirator things. I thought we were going to oh, Ruby! No, not today. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. I've got to get Abby off to a friend's house, and then I've got to go to Carindale, and then I'm going to Kim's house. So, yeah. Grace will help you if we go to 90 minutes. Just drop her over and she can man my skater for the next 3 days. Child labour. Do you have any ideas for storing your yarn so that the moths do not get into your stash? Plastic crates and cedar balls. That's what I say. I'm allergic to lavender, so I can't put lavender on anything. I've heard lavender works, but I cannot use lavender. I cannot be in a room that's had lavender, or mothballs for that matter. Those naphthalene balls are just, they make your yarn stink. So whatever you do, don't use them. And Game Widows has got an urgent stitch marker order to finish. So yeah, but yeah, cedar balls and plastic storage crates is what I say. Oh dear. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing, that's my goal, is the next couple of days is just to get all this stuff finished so that it can get loaded into the car. Then I've got to work out how to fit it all in. I love on Sunday, I will spend, Monday, I will spend the day playing car Tetris. I will take everything from that I want to go outside. I've got a big carport, so I'll back the car in. And then I will literally just take this. I'll take photos and stuff as well. Don't worry, you guys will get to see the fun. I'll have this massive pile of stuff that I will want to fit into my X-Trail. And I may end up finding that I need to repack things so that they're in bags rather than boxes. Or, you know, I like to have boxes at the bottom and then bags on the top. Anyway, then, yeah, so that massive game of car Tetris coming up. Vacuum bags for yarn is good. My problem is you guys know my own self-doubt, right? My problem is if I use vacuum bags, I will think, oh my God, what if I don't sell it? How am I supposed to get it home? Because I won't have access to a vacuum when I pack the car back up. So, yeah, I will not use vacuum bags for that sole reason. But what I will do is I do scrunch and roll and stuff like that. But I also need to protect their labels because I don't like it when the labels get crunchy. So, I've got other ways to pack that don't involve the bags, even though they're great. And I'll use them at home, but I won't use them when I'm packing the car, because otherwise I freak out. I'm never going to get everything back home again if I don't sell it. which I know is not the goal. The goal is to sell it, but my, self-doubt, you can get the ones that roll up. And I'd try some of those, and some stuff goes in that. Oh, sorry, you'll need a trailer soon. Oh gosh, I'd get a van before I bought a trailer. Like, I have a trailer, but because of the kind of stock that I sell, before I put anything into a trailer, that trailer would want to be watertight, because some of the areas I'm driving through are cold and damp, and I don't want everything getting wet. Can you bring the labels and label once you get there? Oh, look, I probably could, but I don't really have time. I'm doing other things like, to save space, I'm not pre-boxing all of the sock kits. They're coming, basically all the boxes are flat packed, so I can fit all the boxes just flat under something. And then I've got all their little satchels and big, like all the packages of the colour. I think I Instagrammed a photo of those. They fit into one box that big. And then I've got just the pouches of the greys. So that fits into like a fifth of the space that they would take up. Probably even a sixth of the space they'd take up if I pre-box them. So I need the time for those. You need a bigger car than the X-Trail. Yes, I know. The X-Trail is about, what is it now? I think it's about 7 or 8 years old, and we're looking, is it that old? Maybe not. It's pretty old, and we're going to be looking at upgrading that car in the next sort of 2 years. And, look, I keep looking at vans. I know. I can come and help. I'm sure the kids could look after themselves. Yeah, we just chuck them in Abby's bedroom. Abby can teach Ruby the ins and outs of Minecraft on YouTube. Not Ruby, sorry Grace. I get used to people's handles. Do you have to take? No, I don't take my own tables. There's tables down there, but I do take tablecloths and things like that. Andrew says I've got a Captiva and we can put all the seats down. But I've got in the X-Trail I put all the seats down as well, and they take a lot, don't they? You can fit a lot in them. Pity you can't ship it down to someone here and then have it waiting for you when you get here. It's a really good plan, and that's something I really do want to think about in the future. What have I done here? Poops, look at this, guys. Can you see what I've done? I forgot to do a row 1. Back when should I have done that? 2 rows ago. So I have to tink it back. When was the row 1? That better not have been... Oh, it's the row after the cable. I thought I did that. Hang on. I'll fix that later. I have to tink back 2 rows. Not to the cable. The cable can stay, but the row after the cable. I'll start tinking now. Because I forgot to do the pearl knit row. I hope I sell everything too. That would be really cool. So tink, 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 tink. I'm sure there's faster ways to do this, but this is the way I like to do it. Yeah, like I'm really happy with how much I can fit. You can ship it to my mum. I promise I won't go through it at all. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to be looking into for next year, is to pre-ship some stuff. But the problem then again is if I don't sell it, then I've got to get it all home again. And, whoops, I dropped a stitch there. I don't know. I've got all this stupid self-doubt is evil, isn't it? Like, it's totally unnecessary and it doesn't help in any shape, fashion or form. And yet there it is. But yeah, so I'll keep going. I get some waste yarn needle, pick up the stitches, and then just frog. Yeah, I do that if I've got to go back more than 1 or 2 rows. But this is only 2, like it's a row and a half basically. And so by the time I went through all that, I can tink it back just as quick. And it's not like it's a lace. Like if it was a lace shawl, I would totally be doing that. But this is just knit stitches. Jan says I'm not far from Bendigo. You could send it here. I possibly could do that too. But yeah, the back seats of my jackaroo can be removed, makes for lots of carnage. Yeah, it makes a huge difference when you can fold your seats down or take the seats out, doesn't it? Do you use blocking wires or pins? I am a major user of the what are they called? It's in the little purple box. Knitter's Pride blocking pins. I'm not even going to respond to that. Does she notice the time? Yeah, I notice the time, but I'm in the middle of tinking back a row, and you guys can all go if you really, really want, but I'm having a good time. And I'm not going to stop until I've gotten back to where it is to fix this. So, kids, can't live with them, can't use them to fertilize the citrus trees. But yeah, so it's, yeah, next year I'll have a think about what I'm going to do about pre-shipping some early stock. Use wires and pins. Yeah, I tend to use the Knitter's Pride blocking pins. I really like to do the strand of yarn through it, so I can pull out the points, make it really nice. And I don't know, I think I use a mix of everything really. It's whatever's handy, whatever's free. I do have blocking wires. I just don't like, sometimes I make quite a large hole in the edges, and I kind of don't like that look. Whereas with pins on your tips, on like the pieces you're pulling out, it looks a lot smaller and neater. But it's like everything to do with knitting and crocheting and crafting. We all have the ways that we like to do it. There's no knitting police, and we can just enjoy our craft for what it is. It's supposed to be relaxing and enjoyable, I should say. I have them too, but I like them for holding the wires. Yeah, they do hold the wires really well, don't they? I've done that as well. I just use whatever. Like, I just don't like pinning like 60,000 pins is all. Like, I'm lazy. Like, have you guys not worked out I do everything based on how quick it is, because I'm super duper lazy. And I'll make a sitting down job instead of a standing up job, because again, lazy. Also busted knees, so I don't like to stand longer than I absolutely need to, but I can stand all day if I have to. Yellow stitch markers done, onto the blue. Fantastic, Gamer Widows. Hey, where's your stall at Bendigo going to be, so I can make sure I come over and say hi in one of my breaks with my YouTube live, maybe, if you're up for that. And then these girls can say hi as well. All those girls stuck in Brisbane, not able, or in other countries even, unable to come and join us at Bendigo, are going to be able to join the fun when I go live on my phone in various little areas. Lazy, you've got to be joking. Totally lazy, honestly. Next year, not this year. Oh, okay, all right. But are you going to Bendigo at all? Like, am I going to see you? I want to see you. Hang on, I've got to get through here. I keep on asking. I don't know what that means, Ruby. Gracie. Oh, I'm nearly round. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So you guys have got any other questions for me before I zoom off to my day of running around like an absolute lunatic and get my phone back? Let me see. The last thing I blocked, I used the back of the couch to let it dry. Seriously, anywhere that it can pin to is good by me. That's awesome. That's an awesome use of space. Come up on the Friday at Bendigo with a bunch of folks. Oh, awesome. Make sure you come. Well, I'm sure you'll come and say hi. I will totally drive carefully to Bendigo. I will be doing various little live chats, both here and on Facebook, and probably even Instagram now that they do it. I just do little quickie chats about, hey, I'm here, I'm safe, and then, you know, sometimes I talk about something that's happened on the road or something like that. But yeah, that's what I do. I know, I made it to just about the 90 minutes. Why aren't we doing 90 minutes? Oh my gosh. I bought some interlocking gym mats. I buy the ones from Bunnings, the camp mats, for like $10 for a 4-pack. And they hold really well on my dining table, which is good because then the dogs can't sit on my blocking. It's bad enough I have to deal with cats on my blocking. What is it with cats and blocking? Like, seriously, if you have a think about all the photos that you see of people blocking out on Instagram or Facebook or wherever they're doing it, and 90% of those photos have a cat right in the middle of the blocking, and it's just like, My cats do not sit on the table, right? Except for Jazzy in winter. She does sometimes. But they don't sit on the table for the most part. The second I've got blocking mats up there and I've pinned something down, they're both up there like, what is this? I want to stand on this thing that you have just done. We have them in the back of our car for the dogs. Make sure you tell us in the group so we can watch live. I will be making sure, like normally the lives will just come up straight up, so you'll get notified that I'm going live, like that I am live. I will try to get it out, messages out before I do it, just so that you know. Sorry, I lost internet. Sky was falling. I know that one. My cats have decided to fight behind me just to start. They know that we're talking blocking, and it's cats and blocking, and just like they need it. I don't understand. I don't get it. But anyway, I could go on about that for quite a while. I think it's bizarre. So I will make sure that when I'm going live that as many of you know as possible. I'll do a bit on Instagram, a bit on Facebook, and a bit here on YouTube, like while I'm traveling. But then once I get to Bendigo, everything's going to be here on YouTube, I think. I'm not going to worry about trying to get connections onto Facebook and Instagram. So make sure you're here on YouTube, logged in so that you can chat and say hi. If there's anything you want me to hunt down and find at Bendigo, let me know earlier, so that I can plan to do a live at that stall. Even just a brief sneaky like, hey guys, like look at this thing over here. So I'll have to check with some stall holders to make sure I'm allowed to do that. But I can't imagine they'll say no. So yeah, so have a think, maybe go through where is it? It's on Ravelry. There's a list of stall holders. Also, I think they've put that list onto Facebook somewhere. I'll find a link. And have a think, see if there's something you want to see, or someone you want me to go and say hi to, like, hey, such and such wanted me to say hi. But anyway, I'm going to go. I've got 11 billion things to do today, and some of Nikki's great yarn. Totally will be visiting Nikki, don't even worry about that. I might not be able to get her on camera, but she will totally let me put her stuff on. Doing that would tease my mum. Okay, well, I'm definitely up for that. You guys have a fantastic day. I will see some of you tonight at Caffeinated Crafters. And then I'll see some of you at Bendigo. Stop. Abby is still in her pajamas. I'm not letting her on camera in her pajamas.
Say hi.
No.
Hi.
That's Abby's hand. Abby, say hi to Gracie.
Hi.
So I'm going to be doing all that. But you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you while I'm in Bendigo. Bye.